hate me, don't you?
Kons podcast.
You hate me, don't you?
Hit that like button, subscribe and share.
You hate me, don't you?
Definitely, you know what I'm saying, supported Shannon Sharpe, definitely in his, you know what I mean, but he definitely collabed with Future, you know what I'm saying, and we all know Young Thug, feel me, so Trey song was definitely drunk than a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, that's how he was describing it, you know what I mean, he was feeling himself, and that was Quavo, you know what I mean, is feeling extra confident, you know what I'm saying, and saying that none of them could fuck with him. I think he's in over his head with, yeah, what's up, what is happening, what's going on, what's happening, what's going on, it's Thursday, it is April 24th at 12:28 in the afternoon on this fine Thursday, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the weather the coldness is slowly dwindling off. It's starting to be cold. You know what I mean? The cold is dwindling off. It's starting to be hot. You feel me? It's cool today though. You know what I'm saying? Got a nice little breeze outside. You feel me? It's definitely, you know what I'm saying, not as cold as I would like it, you know what I mean? But it's definitely a nice little breeze going on, you know what I mean? But you can tell that the heat is definitely making its presence felt and definitely creeping off into the weather, you know what I'm saying? The heat is definitely coming in. The cold is definitely going to be going away. Sad story. Yeah. But yeah, it's April 24th, you know what I mean? It's Thursday, you know what I'm saying? It's the pre-weekend before the weekend, you know what I mean? Hope all y'all been doing good, you know what I'm saying? Hope y'all been doing cool, you feel me? Hope y'all enjoyed yesterday's episode, you know what I'm saying? Even though, now let's touch on that real quick, you know what I'm saying? Yesterday's episode, you know what I mean? I had, if you noticed in the title, it said Wiz Khalifa, you know what I mean? Flat Earther, you feel me? So I had a clip for that. I had a whole segment. I even spoke a little bit on that, went into conspiracy about it and all that shit when I said my commentary on that subject, you know what I'm saying? But I had a clip, and the clip was from Joe Budden's podcast, you feel me? And my dumb ass should have known, you know what I'm saying, from the last time, you feel me, I tried to use a clip that was from Joe Budden's podcast, you know what I'm saying? Now this nigga has all his content definitely fucking protected. This nigga has algorithm, fucking security, fucking whatever the case may be, bots going around to check for shit, and you feel me? This shit was notified by some other ass company, you know what I'm saying? Quarterly something, some other company, you feel me, that he done paid to make sure that nobody's is fucking using his content, you know what I'm saying? So they definitely said it was gonna be a copyright strike for sure. It wasn't like, okay, the person lets you use the clips of YouTube. Nah, it wasn't none of that. They said exactly what they said the last time, you know what I'm saying? We can't show this part of the video, you feel me? So they would have took the whole video out, the whole audio out, the visual, everything, you know what I'm saying? So I had to go back and re-edit and do all that shit, man. It's a pain in the ass, you know what I mean? When something don't fly as far as the original that I put out, it's definitely a pain in the fucking ass, you know what I'm saying? I hate it. I can't stand it. It's annoying as fuck to do, you know what I mean? So I had to go back, take out the whole segment of Wiz Khalifa, you know what I'm saying? Which disrupts the whole fucking timeline, you know what I'm saying? When you take something of that portion out of the timeline, it just, now there's this empty space of the 4 minutes or whatever long that segment is just, when you delete that, it pushes everything back, you know what I'm saying? So I had to go and rearrange the credits again. I had to go and rearrange different segments. Times I was segueing into a different video. I had to rearrange all that shit. All of the beats in the background got moved around. It's just a whole bunch of shit that you got to do whenever you have to go back and re-edit or take something out. You know what I'm saying? It's annoying as fuck. It's a process. It's just like, man, and then you got to, you know, so when you in the editing program, you edit everything up, do all your shit, edit it all up, you feel me? And then you have to tell the computer to write it, you feel me? They have to export it so that the file can be uploaded on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? So they take it from it being an iMovie file, which is the edit program I use right now, you know what I'm saying? And they convert that into having it be a file that's ready for like social media or emails, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? So they got to rewrite it. So you feel me? In order to go back, delete the shit, and then you got to rewrite it. You know what I'm saying? So then I gotta save it fucking episode 232.1 type shit, you know what I'm saying? And if that fucks up, then you gotta go back, re-edit that shit, then you gotta resave it, and you gotta resave it 232.2, you feel me? So that you know what's new and what you newly edited type shit, you know what I'm saying? It's real fucking annoying, you know what I mean? Real motherfucking annoying, you know what I'm saying? So Joe Budden, you's a hating ass nigga, man. I get it though, you know what I'm saying? Because you have a Patreon and that's something that people pay for to come see your content. But you also put the shit on YouTube for free 99. So I don't know, you know what I mean? It's all good though, you know what I'm saying? And I asked myself, if I was like as major and big as like a Joe Budden, would I have my shit protected? And no, I would not. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't care. I don't care who's out there that wants to use my YouTube clips for they clip. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm not gonna try my hardest to look for a program to try to protect my shit so that nobody can use it. Because I know how I feel when I wanted to use that clip. You know what I'm saying? And I had to take it out. You know what I mean? It's not a cool feeling. You know what I'm saying? To any of us motherfucking YouTubers in this YouTube space, anybody can tell you that shit's a pain in the ass. You know what I'm saying? It's a dude I watched named Barry Stepp. You know what I'm saying? He actually spoke on this too. You feel me? He didn't even put new videos in. It was a video he put out. Usually he do about 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And there was a video he put out the other day. It was like 12 minutes. You feel me? And that's because he said he got hit with copyright strikes on some of the TikToks that he used. You know what I'm saying? So that nigga just deleted them and kept them out. You know what I'm saying? Didn't add no new videos or nothing. It was just a 12-minute fucking video. But he said, you know what I mean, in there, you know what I mean? Sorry that it's so short, you know what I'm saying? But I got hit with copyright on like 3 different TikToks that I wanted to use. So that nigga just left them the fuck out and left the video 12 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Didn't even look for no new videos or none of that. So I'm saying this just to let you further know that it is motherfucking annoying. You know what I mean? To anybody who edit their own shit, anybody who doing their own editing, that shit is annoying. You feel me? So yeah, I don't knock Barry Stepp for that. I definitely feel him. I probably would have added something else because I don't know. Depending on how I was feeling at the time, you know what I'm saying? But it's very tedious process. It's very motherfucking annoying. You feel me? But anyway, just wanted to clear that up. You know what I mean? In case y'all noticed that yesterday from yesterday's episode. You know what I'm saying? But yesterday's episode though, hope y'all enjoyed that though. You know what I mean? Hope y'all enjoyed that. Episode 232. You know what I'm saying? Let's see real quick. You know what I mean? Let me see real quick. I don't have my notes out here. I've been printing out paper, you know what I'm saying, from the notes app on my computer and shit now because my podcast planner book is all filled up. You know what I mean? All the pages is done deal. So I've been printing them out from notes, you know what I'm saying? Typing them up on the computer and shit. So I don't be having my previous episode out here. Like I be kind of discarding them type shit so they don't just become a stack of papers, you know what I'm saying, in my room and shit. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed it though. Yesterday's episode, you know what I mean? Where we touched on Lil Durk, you know what I'm saying? Filing for that dismissal, you know what I'm saying? Filing for that dismissal because he said there ain't no evidence linking him to the crime. So he filed for them to throw that shit the fuck out. You know what I mean? I would have did the same shit if you ain't got shit on me. And we also touched on Shannon Sharpe and the sexual assault charge with this fool. OnlyFans 20-year-old, however old the bitch is. You know what I mean? Touched on that. You know what I'm saying? He got in some hot fire with that shit. She's setting him up, trying to extort him for 50 M's. You know what I mean? She definitely setting that nigga up. You know what I'm saying? If you heard the audio yesterday, the audio from their little phone conversation, she definitely setting him up. She getting him to say little key words and shit like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's all bad. And then I had Wiz Khalifa in there, you know what I'm saying? Like I just explained to y'all, he said he was a flat earther, you know what I'm saying? Said that shit on the Joe Budden podcast, but I couldn't put the clip in there, so I took the whole segment out. And we also touched on Lil Boosie, got that heart problem, you know what I mean? I seen Lil Boosie happy as shit though, yesterday, whenever he posted this, you know what I mean? Apparently, Young Boy had called him and said, and gave him the confirmation to drop their little tape they got. So they have a collab album, you know what I'm saying? I myself, I'm not a fan of the Young Boy. I'm not a fan of that nigga's music. It sounds very young young and wild and ratchet. You know what I mean? I'm just not into it. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that I prefer to listen to. You feel me? But yeah. So he was hype about that, and I just seen that like the other day. You know what I mean? So that's cool. He in good spirits and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because what I showed you yesterday, he was definitely in some bad spirits for sure. You know what I mean? So that was yesterday's episode. You know what I mean? Hope you enjoyed that. That was episode 232. You know what I mean? So today is episode 233. You know what I'm saying? Episode 233. You feel me? Today we're gonna be talking about, you know what I'm saying, Cam. You know what I'm saying? Cam from Cam and Mace. He definitely has something to say about Shannon Sharpe. You know what I mean? About Shannon Sharpe and shit like that. We're gonna touch on that. Young Thug and Future got an album coming. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna touch on that. You know what I mean? They have an album or a song. It's one of the two. You know what I mean? They definitely he got something with Future coming. I believe it might be an album, but they definitely have a song dropping tomorrow. We're gonna touch on that. T.Crawford said how he was about to fight Trey Songz. You know what I'm saying? In the little situation, Trey Songz was feeling himself too fucking drunk. Then Quavo talking about he gonna be the best motherfucking rapper turned actor ever. You know, man, now you feel me? It's good to have confidence, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna touch on that though too. You know what I mean? So that's the 4 little topics we got today for episode 233. You know what I mean? If you just now subscribed, this your first time here, welcome in. You know what I'm saying? Welcome in to Kons Podcast. You feel me? This is where I post Monday through motherfucking Friday. You know what I'm saying? And you get daily updates, news, you know what I mean? Headlines, shit that's been going viral, headlines that might have went viral, that made some noise that you might have seen. You know what I'm saying? You open up YouTube, open up your Google, you know what I'm saying? You see something on there that made a headline. I'm probably going to talk about it right here on this podcast. You feel me? If it is intriguing enough for me to speak on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, though, you know what I mean? It's in episode 233 today, episode 233, you know what I mean? Without further ado, without no more banter, no more talking, you know what I'm saying? Let's jump right into these subjects, feel me? So first up, you know what I'm saying, Cam, you know what I mean? So Cam had definitely, you know what I'm saying, supported Shannon Sharpe, definitely in his endeavor with this hot water that he got himself in with the OnlyFans model. You know what I'm saying? Cam went on his show and went on to say his thoughts and opinions about it. You know what I mean? Went on ahead to give Shay some tips, you know what I mean? And red flags and what to look for and all this type of shit, you know what I mean? Even talked about how she was saying on there, and I even said, you feel me, when she was like, I don't want to be choked, you know what I mean? He was like, yes, you do. You know what I'm saying? Because they played like that before. We seen the text messages and shit like that. You feel me? So the fact that she said that all on the call, I don't want to be choked, you know, in this little innocent little voice, you feel me? It's all a game. You know what I'm saying? She definitely acting that shit out. You know what I mean? I don't know what may have happened, but we can't put past that they were in a consensual relationship. You know what I'm saying? They were definitely fucking. You feel me? He was definitely smashing on that. So I don't know what happened, you feel me, to where she's like, yeah, let me try to get 50 M's out this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Alleging that he, you feel me, took advantage and forced himself upon her and shit like that is what she's alleged, which is something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who got a big name like Shannon Sharpe, you know what I mean? And this is definitely a shakedown. You know what I'm saying? It's what they calling it, extortion. You feel me? That's definitely what it is. And she definitely trying to set the nigga up for show. So Cam has some words for him, you know what I'm saying? Has some little tips and shit like that and what to look for. You feel me? He said he been juggling bitches for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So he know what it is. You feel me? He tried to give Shannon Sharpe a few tips and shit to look for as far as red flags go. You feel me? With these women out here. You know what I'm saying? So this next little clip you about to see is just Cam, you feel me, talking about the Shannon Sharpe shit and pretty much supporting him and saying that this girl is definitely trying to set him up. Check this clip out.
First thing I took from this when I heard it was, look, he was living in California and moved to Nevada. She moved from California to Nevada too. So if somebody's being abusive to you in one state, why would you move to the next state with the same nigga who's abusing you? I don't know. Me personally, I found a red flag with that personally. And then the next thing is this sex tape that's supposedly coming out. Shannon said, put the whole 30 minutes out or 10 minutes, whatever it is. I guess there's some part in there for 30 seconds because brought that up. Shannon brought that up. He said, I believe he's going to release 30 seconds of it. Whatever that 30 seconds is must be nasty and violent and fucked up. If you don't want to put the whole 10 minutes and you're reducing it to that 30, it must have been WWE in that joint. Elbow off the top of the bed, off the throw against the dresser. You white little bitch, come here, suck big black dick. Fuck you talking about? You want nigga dick? I get that part. I get it. Cause I tell white bitches you want that nigga dick. But it's consensual. They agree. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I've been doing this in a different realm from him. I never made it as a professional athlete. I've been out here shaking and juggling these bitches since 20 years old. I know what you up to. I know when a bitch try to bait me in a text message to say some dumb shit. I ain't writing it back. You right. No, I'm not writing nothing back. You can't get me to write a damn thing back when I see what's going on. You hear what I'm saying? Then you gotta know. You gotta know. See, that's the fucking thing. It seemed like he trusted her from the conversation I heard. You gotta read the signs like, I don't want to get choked. That ain't something you usually say. Hold on. You don't usually talk to me like this. Why are you talking to me like this now? Yo, I'm gonna hit you back. Boom. And then you know when shit ain't right, you be like, when you answer the phone, they be like, hello, hello, hello. They setting up. Oh, I can hear you now. They done set the call up. You gotta read all these signs, bro. And you gotta think about this, right? This is why, and a lot of people are call this nigga Uncle Tom, and he don't like black people, or this, that, and the third, et cetera, et cetera. This is why Stephen A. don't get into no shit like this. And I'm gonna say none of us is above it, knock on wood, but he knows he works for Disney. When you work for Disney, a sex tape can't be coming out like this. You can't be admitting that, 30 seconds of this shit was kind of rough. I'm letting y'all know. Shit get a little wild. But didn't he like 30 seconds get what? Yo, this Mickey Mouse in there. What you mean 30 seconds get wild? I think that Disney's getting a little more lenient because of shit like Pat McAfee. Cursing at 12 p.m. in the afternoon. Not just that, Shannon had a little sex tape that he admitted to, nothing visual, just vocal. So I think it's a little more lenient. And I hope that Disney does keep him. I'm rooting for him because I do believe this is a shakedown. But when you start getting the video evidence and vocal evidence and audio evidence, I should say, pardon me, and text messages and this, that, and the third. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? That was Cam putting his little funny spins on it. You feel me? And nigga said white bitches, you know what I'm saying? He done that shit himself. You feel me? Yeah, you want this nigga dick. You know what I mean? Take all that. I don't know nothing about that. That ain't, you know what I'm saying? I have never, you feel me, fucked with a white bitch and brought racial slurs into the mix of sex play and flirtatious shit. I've never done that. I've never been, yeah, you want this nigga dick? Yeah. Like, come on, man. That shit is not something I'm not interested in. You know what I mean? I've never done that. You feel me? So Cam was like, yeah, he understand. You know what I'm saying? He did that. You feel me? As y'all seen in the clip. You feel me? But Cam is definitely going to put his little funny twist on shit for show and make you definitely laugh at what he got to say for show. You know what I mean? But that was Cam, though, you know what I'm saying, telling Shannon Sharpe, you know what I mean, look for these red flags, you know what I'm saying, and giving them tips on what to look for the next time, you know what I'm saying. Excuse me, pardon this interruption, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, if you ain't hit that subscribe button, go on and hit that shit right now, you know what I mean, at this particular moment and time in the middle of the video, now's your time to hit that subscribe button, you feel me, hit the like button, go ahead and comment on what you think, or what you might think about something that I'm saying. Comment on it. You feel me? Hit that comment. You know what I mean? Hit that comment button. Leave your little comment. I'll definitely see it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But hit that subscribe button. No, tell somebody about it. You know what I mean? Hit that subscribe button if you ain't already. You know what I'm saying? What you waiting for? You know what I mean? And tell somebody about this shit so somebody else can watch this shit too. And remember to share this shit also. Put this shit on your social media and all that shit. You know what I mean? Let's get back to the episode. Young Thug. So Young Thug got and Future got an album coming out. You know what I'm saying? Either an album or a song. It's definitely a song. Now, I don't know if this song is part of an album or if it's just a song coming out. You know what I mean? But he definitely collabed with Future. You know what I'm saying? And we all know Young Thug and Future sound dope as fuck on the track. You feel me? So they did some shit in the past and the shit is fire. You know what I'm saying? They put out some dope ass music together for show. So like I said, I don't know if it's just a song or if they have a whole album coming. You know what I mean? I hope it's a whole album coming. Especially Young Thug fresh out of jail. This is his first song since being out of jail. You know what I'm saying? This is his first time hitting the studio and making a collaboration since he been out of that RICO charge. You know what I mean? So yeah, this next little clip you about to see is just somebody that's pretty super excited about this collab coming up. Check it out.
Young Thug, Future, Money on Money, Ooh Scooty Lead, single, dropping tomorrow night. Young Thug, Future, Money on Money, very, very exciting. Look at this single cover right here. We're getting it this week. Literally, a little over 24 hours away. Should I do a T-minus 24 hours until new Young Thug Future? Maybe for the album, maybe for the single if you guys want it. So let me know in the comments. But I'm very excited. I'll be listening to this song live, of course. Gonna be great.
You know what I'm saying? That was him hype, whoever dude is. You know what I mean? He was hype about that shit. You know what I'm saying? About Future and Thug. You know what I mean? Said he might do a minus countdown. Waiting for that shit to drop. That shit comes out tomorrow. In case you were interested. Hey, y'all got Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, whatever DSP that you got. You know what I'm saying? It'll be on platforms, I'm sure. You feel me? With two big names like Future and Young Thug, that shit is gonna be everywhere tomorrow, probably at midnight tonight, matter of fact. Terrence Crawford. So Terrence Crawford went on Club Shay Shay and also went on this other podcast called Cigar Talk. You know what I'm saying? Now I have both of them. I'm gonna post both of them. I mean, hopefully. Now I ain't never posted Cigar Talk before. I've never used none of that clips, so hopefully they don't have the same type of security measures that Joe Budden got, goddammit. Otherwise I'm gonna have to take this shit out and there's gonna be another annoying time when I gotta go back and re-edit shit, goddammit. But I got two clips though, you feel me? One from Club Shay Shay and one from Cigar Talk. He kind of went into more detail on the Cigar Talk one, you know what I'm saying, about this situation. So apparently, he had a little altercation with Trey Songz. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, this was at some type of basketball function, and he said he was shooting around. You know what I mean? And Trey Songz come up out of nowhere, like, bet $100, nigga, that you can't make it or whatnot. You feel me? So he like, all right, bet. So Terrence Crawford went to shoot. You know what I mean? Made it. You know what I'm saying? And then Trey Songz shot, missed. You feel me? So it was a bunch of laughing going on. He said, "Oh, nigga, you owe me $100." You know what I mean? I need my 100. You know what I'm saying? So then they went again. He was like, "All right, let's go again. Let's bet one more time. Bet even." You feel me? So Terrence Howard said he shot the ball, made it. You know what I mean? And then Trey Songz shot and then made it. Now, mind you, this was the second time. You feel me? So Terrence Crawford is like, "Nigga, you still owe me that $100 though from the first bet that you lost." You know what I mean? So I guess, you know what I mean, one thing led to another, and it was an altercation and shit, and Terrence Crawford said he was gonna choke Trey Songz the fuck out, you feel me? Now, we all know Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying, he got them hands, he's the world championship, you know what I'm saying, he's a champion boxer, you know what I mean? So, that nigga said, nigga, I wasn't even gonna put hands on him, I wanted to choke that nigga, he said, you feel me? So, Trey Songz was definitely drunk than a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, that's how he was describing it, you know what I mean? He was feeling himself at the time and out of his fucking mind, you know what I mean? So that shit led to another, and he said he was gonna choke that nigga. So these clips you about to see, I think I'm gonna show y'all the Club Shay Shay one first. You know what I mean? So this is him on Club Shay Shay. He kind of get into it, but he didn't really go into detail as much as he did on Cigar Talk. So this is the Club Shay Shay interview where him talking about it briefly. Check it out.
Have you ever been choked before? No. Trey Songz tried to fight you? Nah. Why everybody keep talking about that, man? Trey Songz was just having a moment. He was, you know what I mean? He gonna put a miss on you? He gonna put a miss on you? Put the miss? Huh? Put the miss on me. It's crazy. He just was having a moment. Did he know who you were? I don't know. That's why I said I couldn't understand. You really couldn't gauge it because you like, yeah, do I do this for real? Yeah, that's what it was. Is he serious or is he just playing? Cause I'm waiting for him to be like, I'll just play with you. But he didn't do that. Nah. You gonna put? I wasn't gonna punch him. What you would do, a body blow? I was gonna choke him. Come on, come on, man. Yeah, I was gonna choke him. He would have did one of them crazy swings. I'd have ducked him. Choke. Dude, I mean, has anybody like
Because a lot of times people might, because they look at your size and they might not know who you are,
Right.
And they like feel some type of way. You ain't never got into it with a celebrity, have you? Somebody like talking trash. You're like, bro, come on, this ain't what you want.
No, that was the only person.
That's
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That was him on Club Shay, you feel me? He kind of went into it, kind of didn't. You know what I'm saying? Didn't really give full detail. But this next clip you're about to see is him on Cigar Talk, where he went into full, more detail about it. Check it out.
Like, you was about to fight Trey Songz, niggas told me. I just want to know the truth, man.
Man, me and Trey Songz got into it because I'm over here warming up. It's halftime. I'm shooting the ball, and this dude just come over there and like bet 100. I'm like, what? He like bet 100. Bet 100 on what? He like shot for shot bet 100. So I'm like, so I make it, you give me 100. He like, yeah. But if I make it, we even. So I'm like, oh, all right. So I shoot, I make it, boom. He shot, he missed, bam. I said, so you got me 100? And he was like, bet back. I'm like, all right. So I shot, I make it. He shot, he make it. So I'm like, you still owe me 100?
Yeah, I still need that.
Yeah, and so he like, no, we even. I'm like, I start.
Oh, he said we even?
Yeah, I start laughing. I'm like, dude, you owe me 100.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm laughing and shit, and damn, what's his name? He played on with the Nelly with the skates.
You said he played for what? What team?
I mean, not Nelly, but T.I., the skate movie. What's the skate?
Oh.
ATL.
Oh, yeah, ATL, yeah.
The dark-skinned one with the braids.
Oh, I know who you talking about. I forget his name.
Damn. Fuck, yeah, well.
Yeah, I know you talking about.
He come over there, he was like, man, come on. So, like, I don't know if dude was drunk or something, but he just started tripping. I'm like, what? And he was like, man, no, man, do you know? He in the middle of us. He like, man, do you know who that is? And he like, man, I don't care who he is. I don't care if he was a world champion.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean?
Oh, my
So
God.
I'm looking at him. I'm like, I'm laughing.
Right.
But I'm like, is he serious? But he kind of, I think he on drugs or something. I think he playing and shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, I beat your ass. All right, man, I'll take you in the back and make you cry, like make you scream, dude. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
You know what I mean? And he like, what? I like, and then 50 come over there like, whoa.
Yeah, Bob got it. Right.
He like, hold up, man, what is you doing? He was like, what is you doing? He was like, man, T, don't fuck up the bag on this nigga. Don't fuck up the bag.
Right.
This was before.
Right.
And I was like, man, what is this dude talking about? Like, man, I would really, you know what I mean, beat
Do it
this
to
dude
you,
up. Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Said, man, you better go over there and start singing to somebody. So, we gets to the dinner, and 50 Cent, he did his little rap, and he get on the microphone, and he was just like, man, we got Bud about to beat up Trey Songz and shit.
Oh, he said that on the mic?
Like,
Yeah,
shit like that. Trey started laughing, coming back me up and shit, like, man, ooh. So it was cool and shit.
Yeah.
But I was just like, man, I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, he said,
You feel me? That was on Cigar Talk. You know what I'm saying? He went into full detail, more detail about the situation. You know what I'm saying? He said he wanted to choke that nigga. You feel me? He wasn't gonna put hands on him. He was gonna choke Trey Songz. He said. You know what I'm saying? And he said he wanted his $100. You feel me? So he made a bet and didn't pay that nigga, and he wanted his 100. You know what I'm saying? So that was T.Crawford getting in the altercation with Trey Songz at some type of basketball event. Quavo was out moving around, you know what I'm saying? You know, TMZ, they got niggas everywhere, you feel me? They seem to catch these celebrities coming out of an airport almost any and every motherfucking time they are walking from a plane, you feel me? These niggas are just scouted, posted up. I guess they hear or get word that, yo, Quavo is gonna be here. Yo, Will Smith is gonna be catching the plane here. He getting off at this airport, you know what I mean? I don't know where they get these words from or how they know where these celebrities is gonna fucking be at. I don't know if they are camping out at airports waiting to see a celebrity. I don't know if they got word that they gonna be coming to that airport. I don't know, but they seem to catch them every fucking time. It don't fail. TMZ has a wide body of people that is scouting these celebrities out. You feel me? So they happen to catch them. So they happen to catch Quavo at an airport. airport coming out, you know what I'm saying, and asked him. I guess Quavo been in some movies recently, you know what I mean, that he got a little praise for. I guess a movie called Cash Out, I believe is what it's called. He was in some movie, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, they asked him, you feel me, where does he want to go with his acting shit, or does he think he can be the best actor, you feel me? And he said that he is the best coming from rapper turning to actor, you feel me? And the person with TMZ went on to mention, what about Tupac, you know what I'm saying? What about Will Smith, you feel me? What about Queen Latifah, you know what I'm saying? And these are niggas who came into the acting game and made their way in it, you feel me? They have got great dope accolades as far as becoming an actress or an actor, you know what I mean? Will Smith, definitely, you know what I'm saying? He is on top of the game. He definitely is the biggest name as far as them three that he named, you feel me? Will Smith is definitely a nigga who pioneered the acting game, you know what I'm saying? Coming off his show and doing all the movies, you feel me? We seen this nigga Will Smith drop a movie almost every July for the past 7 years straight at a time. I can't remember what years it was, but I know every July this nigga was dropping a movie around, let's see, Independence Day era, Independence Day 2, you know what I'm saying? Wild Wild West, I Am Legend. I think all these movies dropped in July. I don't know what it is about him filming in the summertime, but they was definitely all dropping around the summertime, you know what I'm saying? July, I believe. I know we had a lot of movies dropping in July, you know what I'm saying? Then he mentioned Queen Latifah, you know what I'm saying? So mention all these niggas, and Quavo said none of them can fuck with me as far as when it comes to acting, you feel me? Now what I say to that is, it's good to have confidence, you know what I'm saying? It's good to have confidence, but you have to give homage to the people who paved the way for you. These niggas had jumped in the acting game before you, my nigga. They have paved the way and put the idea in your head that you wanted to come be an actor, you know what I'm saying? You was watching them niggas. You watched Will Smith, you watched Fresh Prince growing up, you know what I'm saying? You've seen Queen Latifah act her ass off. She's on a whole ass show, the expansion of The Equalizer, you know what I mean? Got a whole sitcom show, you know what I'm saying, that she is thriving in, you feel me? We've seen her on Living Single, you know what I'm saying? Another dope show. They got a bunch of different accolades, you feel me? Tupac, you know what I'm saying? We seen him in Juice, Above the Rim, we seen him, you know what I'm saying? Gridlocked. I'm sure his movies I'm forgetting, but yeah, you know what I mean? We seen Pac act his ass off too. So for you to say, and you just now getting in the game, you ain't been in probably not even 5 movies, you know what I'm saying? And I know you falling in love with it. You like acting. I can tell, you know what I'm saying, by how the confidence you got. You like it, you know what I mean? And especially you like the money that you getting for show. That's another reason why a lot of these rappers go into Hollywood. Look at Ludacris. That nigga got that contract for Fast and Furious, goddammit. He ain't looked back at a studio booth since then, you know what I'm saying? And it's been 9 of them 10, as a matter of fact, of those fucking movies. 10 of them, you feel me? 10. And he's in at least 6 of them out of the 10, something like that, you know what I'm saying? So that money is definitely different than rap money, for sure, you know what I'm saying? So I get you got the confidence, you getting that check, running up them M's, you feel me? So you might have the confidence to where you feel like you might be better than Will Smith and them, but no. I'm sorry to say, Quavo, you are not better actor than Will Smith, than Queen Latifah, than Tupac, than who else that has been a fucking Eminem, you know what I'm saying? I don't see you being better than none of these niggas as far as acting go. I've seen you act, you know what I'm saying? And you do a good job, but to say that you gonna conquer over and even mention Ice Cube, they mentioned Ice Cube, and you said none of them could fuck with me. The fuck? Ice Cube, that nigga mentioned some legends that's in the acting game, and you said none of them could fuck with you? So this is the clip that you gonna see, you know what I'm saying, of TMZ catching this nigga at the airport and him being overly, super motherfucking confident, saying that none of them could fuck with him in acting. Check it out.
All is said and done, do you think you can be the best rapper turned actor ever?
I'm a great guy, yes sir.
What about Tupac?
Otherwise you ain't shit. You might as well be dead your damn self.
Will Smith?
I had 14 great birthdays without him. He never even sent me a damn card. Down with him!
So Queen Latifah?
But you can call me the Oracle.
They can't fuck with me. They can't fuck with me.
Ice Cube?
Shit just goes on and on, you know.
Okay, fuck.
Hell yeah. Thank you, brother.
And action. One, two, three, catch!
1, 2, 3.
Catch!
Last one. 1, 2.
Hate me,
Quavo
don't you?
just declared himself the best rapper turned actor in the game, and he's not backing down. The former Migos star is making serious moves in Hollywood with his second film, alongside John Travolta just released. When asked how he plans to surpass legends like Will Smith, Queen Latifah, and Tupac Shakur, Quavo boldly dismissed them all, claiming, "They can't F with me." His confidence isn't coming from nowhere. Besides starring in the new animated comedy Sneaks, he has 3 more films currently in post-production. The Atlanta rapper is clearly building an impressive acting resume while maintaining his music career. What makes this transition interesting is how many rappers have tried breaking into acting with mixed results. While some become genuine box office stars, others quickly fade back to music. Quavo seems determined to join the elite ranks of hip-hop artists who've successfully conquered both worlds. Will he actually surpass the legacies of Will Smith and Queen Latifah? That remains to be seen, but one thing's certain. Quavo isn't lacking confidence in his Hollywood takeover.
You know what I'm saying? That was what you seen. What you seen first was the TMZ interview with her. The person asking him, you know what I mean? What about Queen Latifah, Will Smith? You know what I mean? And then you seen, you know what I'm saying? The another clip that I played right after that of just the breakdown of Quavo being extra confident, talking about that little interview that TMZ did with him coming out the airport. So yeah, that was, you know what I'm saying, that was Quavo, you know what I mean, is feeling extra confident, you know what I'm saying, and saying that none of them could fuck with him. I think he's in over his head with that for sure, you know what I mean? I don't think that you definitely ain't on no level of Tupac, Queen Latifah, Ice Cube, or Will Smith at all, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot more work to do before you even get in the same sentence with them, you know what I'm saying? These are people who've been in the acting game 10 plus motherfucking years, 15 years for sure. Definitely Ice Cube, 15 plus years. Tupac definitely probably got a good 10 years of acting before he passed on. Queen Latifah, definitely 10 plus years, 15 plus years for sure. Will Smith, 15 plus years. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck are you gonna be so much better than these niggas? Ice Cube, 10, 15 plus years. You know what I mean? Friday after Friday. What do you got? 4 Fridays? You know what I'm saying? Classic movies. What do you got? What else? Are we there yet? The kids movies? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We talk Ice Cube, Queen Latifah, Will Smith. None of them can fuck with you? Come on, my nigga. You are overly confident, my nigga. You need some humbling. You know what I'm saying? Be humble. You know what I mean? I feel like your answer should have been, nah, I'm trying to be like them. You know what I'm saying? They've been in the game a long time. You know what I'm saying? They paved the way for me. You feel me? I'm a rapper going acting just like they did. You know what I'm saying? So lay the red carpet out for them. You know what I'm saying? Pay homage to them. They the ones that was there first. You feel me? But that's the problem with these young niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? These young little 20-year-olds and shit these days, man. They extra confident, feeling themselves and shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Losing track of morals and homage and respect for the OGs and shit. You feel me? But that's another episode, another topic, and another story for a whole nother motherfucking day. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was the last topic for today. You know what I'm saying? For episode 233. You feel me? So let's go over the topics with my commentary real quick before we do the conclusion of all these topics that we just went over today. You feel me? So Cam had went on his podcast and definitely shed some little light on Shannon Sharpe. You know what I mean? Gave him some tips and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I think, I definitely agree with Cam. You know what I'm saying? You got to look out for these red flags. You feel me? You got to look out for certain shit that she might have been saying, you know what I mean, that you ain't never heard before. She ain't never said, I don't want to be choked. She never said that to you before, Mr. Sharpe. Never. You feel me? Especially if y'all was joking around and she was hitting your line text messaging telling you that she wanted to be choked. She hit you on your text messages and said that she wanted you to fuck her like a dog and put a collar around her neck and choke her and all that shit. Y'all was talking about all that. So the fact that she called you, nigga, you on the phone and she like, I don't want to be choked. You know, that shit is red flags, man. You should have got off the phone right then and there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? What are you talking about? You ain't never said that. Just like Cam said. You ain't never said that before. You know what? I'm gonna hit you back. You know what I'm saying? And then Young Thug and Future, you know what I mean? Got this album coming out. I'm definitely happy about that. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? They do some dope ass music. You feel me? Him and Future together. You know what I'm saying? Young Thug and Future together put out some dope shit. So I'm definitely happy about that shit coming out tomorrow. You feel me? T.Crawford said he was gonna choke the shit out of Trey Songz. You feel me? He wanted his $100. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we make a bet, you know what I'm saying, for $100, you feel me? And I win that $100, I'm gonna definitely want my $100. You know what I mean? That shit could definitely lead to fist flying for sure. If you make the bet out of nowhere, I'm minding my business, shooting around, and you come in there and talk about some bet at $100 and you miss and I win, yeah, I want that bread. So I feel T.Crawford on that for sure. Then we had Quavo talking about, you feel me? I pretty much shared my commentary on that a lot already during the segment. You know what I mean? You definitely overly confident, my nigga. You know what I mean? Calm down some, my nigga. You just now getting in the acting game, you feel me? And I understand you are making M's, probably M's that you ain't never seen before in the rap game. You feel me? You definitely bringing in M's if you'd have been in a couple of movies, you know what I mean? So don't let that money dishumble you. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that money go to your head to where you feel like, oh shit, I'm better than Will Smith. I'm better than Ice Cube. I am better than Denzel Washington. Like, come on, my nigga. Nah, you got a lot more work to do, man. So yeah, that was my quick little commentary on each little subject. You feel me? For episode 233. You know what I'm saying? So today we talked about Cam sharing his thoughts and opinions about Shannon Sharpe and him getting that charge, sexual assault, and forcing himself upon a female against her will, allegedly. We touched on Young Thug and Future. Got a song coming out that we hope is a collaboration album and not just a song, you feel me? But that will be coming out tomorrow. We touched on T.Crawford, talking about him, a situation that he had with Trey Songz, to where they made a bet, $100 that was shooting around, and things escalated. And T.Crawford said that he was gonna choke the shit out of Trey Songz. Quavo, we touched on Quavo, saying that he is better, and none of them can fuck with him as far as when it comes to acting. And he named the names Ice Cube, Queen Latifah, Will Smith, and Tupac, and he said none of them can fuck with him in acting. So that was episode 233. That's all the topics that we touched on today. That's all I got for today. You know what I mean? On this fine Thursday, April 24th. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all have a good day, man. This is the pre-weekend before the weekend. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody's day is cool. You feel me? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know you could have been doing anything you wanted to do in the world whenever this shit popped up. No matter who you are, whether you was a little brother, whether you was an older brother, whether you was a little sister, whether you was a wife, whether you was a husband, an uncle, whether you was an auntie, whether you was a grandma, a grandpa, whether you was a daughter, you know what I'm saying? Whether you was a son, you know what I mean? A cousin, you know what I'm saying? Whoever you are, you know what I'm saying? Whether you was a niece, a nephew, you know what I'm saying? If you got pets and they sit there with you while you watching Kons podcast, you know what I'm saying? Whether your pet is a pet bunny, whether you got a pet rabbit, whether you got a pet turtle, whether you got a pet snake, whether you got a pet cockroach, whether you got a pet motherfucking worm, you know what I'm saying? Whether you got a pet bird, it could be a parrot. That motherfucker could be reciting quotes from the podcast, you feel me? I definitely fucks with you. Like you see my nigga scrolling up the screen, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with the whole fam and all the animals. If y'all are watching Kons podcast, you feel me? I definitely fucks with you, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching, you know what I mean? This has been episode 233. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Please share this shit. You know what I mean? Share this shit on your social media. Share this shit on your Facebook. Put it on your Snapchat. Put it in your group chats. You know what I'm saying? Put it in your family group chats, your work group chats. Drop the link in there. You know what I'm saying? Let your coworkers know about it. Let your family members know about it. You know what I mean? Comment on something that you want to say that you might wanted to say about whatever I was talking about. You feel me? Go ahead, hit that comment button and let your comment on the comment section. You feel me? On what you might have thought about what you might have seen. You know what I'm saying? But see, though, thank you for watching, though. Thank you for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. You feel me? I will definitely see y'all next episode. You know what I'm saying? Now, please listen to this slapping ass beat that you hear getting louder in the background. Listen to this beat and enjoy these credits. Thank you for watching.
You hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you?